lead, I reckon they could hang on.
Geelong. First, second, third and fourth.
I like Geelong. I think these hard games that they've played is good for them.
But I think West Coast easily.
I'm a Victorian and we can't have the Eagles taking that premiership cup back across the Nullarbor.
Oh, Geelong, easily. I don't want West Coast to win, but I think they'll just clinically go out, put the cap and gown on and sharpen up the scalpel and go to it. You won't notice them.
The West Coast physically stronger and a lot more powerful team combination, like we used to be.
Good evening. Just about everyone in Victoria has an opinion on who will win the grand final tomorrow. And while most of the experts are tipping a West Coast victory, try telling that to Malcolm Blight's Cats. Tonight, Geelong is having its final training session in front of thousands of fans at Cardinia Park, and that's where we find Anthony Hudson. Anthony, there was some talk today that John Barnes has a leg injury. Is he okay?
Well, he is okay. He certainly will play tomorrow, no doubt about that. He took part in Geelong's training session tonight, but I wouldn't say he's 100%. I think the thigh injury just causing him a little bit of problem, but he moved not too bad out there tonight, and he'll certainly take his place in the Geelong side tomorrow. The atmosphere out here tonight at Cardinia Park, absolutely magnificent. A big crowd, and as you can see there, lots of people, in probably 4,000 or 5,000 people, and really grand final fever taking over. The Cats are delighted to be able to get out on the main arena at Cardinia Park after training in recent days over at St Mary's. And it was pretty much a session just to get the cobwebs out after today's big parade and all the hype. Everything they did was cheered on. John Barnes, as I said, did everything in the 20-minute session and will play, if just a little bit below par, but that's often the case these days in AFL football. Well, there's plenty of pressure on the players. Even Gary Ablett dropped a chest mark tonight at training, but I think the Cats fans will forgive him, particularly if he shines tomorrow at the MCG, as a lot of people expect. Basically, though, the Cats looking very sharp, and the crowd certainly delighted with every move they make. All their key players out there. The emergencies did train, but I think that was just as a precaution. They will take, I would suspect, the lineup that they predicted in the paper. So Geelong all in readiness. This Friday night session is traditional with them, just a light run. The Eagles, they've come over from Perth last night, and Tim Gossage has been following their progress.
Arriving after midnight, the Eagles appeared relaxed. The 3-hour plane flight, nothing new to the team. They've been flying east more than a dozen times each season for 8 years. After resting up, they hit the MCG for an hour-long training session this morning. It was the Eagles' first run on the ground since round 13 against Collingwood.
It was good to get out there and have a kick around and just familiarise yourself with their surroundings. But really, football, whether it be played at the MCG, wherever you play grand final, it's not an issue of the location. It's an issue of the result.
Ashley McIntosh has returned to the lineup. Mitchell White, the unlucky player to miss out. But there is some speculation a late change is not out of the question. White may still play, and Ryan Turnbull could find himself out of the 21. For Geelong, John Barnes is fit and will play.
He was in the car behind me, and if you saw him jumping in and out the car, it's not a problem at all. No, he's fine.
Perfect. No, I have to say that. No, it's not too bad. Yeah, it could be better, but that's life. No, both guys are great. Just corkies, normal stuff that happens when you're playing a ruck, but yeah, feeling all right. While captains John Worsfold and Mark Bairstow shared a grip on the Premiership Cup today, tomorrow at 5 o'clock, just one will have that honour. The Eagles are raging hot favourites to win their second premiership, but it would appear that tag doesn't rest easily with Mick Malthouse.
I just shake my head in disbelief that and I'm not a gambling man. I don't even know what some of these odds mean, but we just mentioned the word Ablett, Bairstow, Hocking, Couch, Brownless. The list just goes on and goes on. So how in the hell can you, with a two-horse race, be so determined by a betting for one side or the other?
Underdog is what people perceive it to be. I'm pretty comfortable with all that because of that reason. You know, it is a two-horse race.
And naturally, most of the support in Victoria is for the Cats. The Eagles are the enemy.
Most of it's in good taste. You know, I think that the people that lined the street today that may have booed the Eagles, they all had they had a smile on their face, no different from the Eagle people who were probably booing the Geelong players. And I just think that's another great step for our national competition.
Everything else that happens is always, it's nice and it's part of grand final week, but it's out of our hands. We've got to worry about what we've got control of.
A lot has been said and written about the different preparations of both teams. Malcolm Blight already prepared for what may eventuate.
If the Eagles win it was because they were fresher and had a week off. And if we win it was going to be we were match hardened because we played so many finals. Now, whichever one you want, just get your headline ready now.
And so all the training is over, everything completed. Geelong have finished their session, they've gone off. It's been 31 years since the Cats have won a flag, and they're certainly hoping down here that they can pull it off. The Eagles go in favourites. but I think the Cats might just be able to do it, and everyone here at Kardinia Park agrees. Yeah! Back to you, Stephen.
Thank you, Anthony Hudson. Now the Channel 10 Sports Department tips for Grand Final day. My heart says Geelong, but my head says West Coast by 4 goals. Peter Donegan and Tim Gossage have also gone for the Weagles to win comfortably. And Anthony Hudson has definitely tipped with his heart Geelong by 17 points. So good luck to both teams, and we hope Anthony survives the day. Well, Carlton today reappointed David Parkin as coach for 1995. The decision was made at a team meeting last